Well, hello everybody, it's me, Marcel Tarak, back with some more fun with our darling Dahala Silverlight. Let's do our number lit, see who gets to hang out with us today. It's our wind-up Zidane, yet again. Okay, so... Right, there's some stuff I need to throw away. Anyways, we are just gonna jump right into it today. Sorry that I am a little late. My brain does not want to work. I got distracted, as you can tell, because my brain stopped wanting to work. And I didn't pop on a little earlier like I usually do. Please, you have to stop them, but you mustn't kill them. They're not bad Moogles, Kupo. They're just misguided. A gentle, no, firm thrashing is in order, yes, but no... Calm yourself, Kuplokop. Can you not see that she hasn't the faintest idea of what you're talking about? Be quiet this instant. Pray forgive his witless outburst, sister. Most grateful I am that you have come, Dahala, and upon such short notice. Truly, Gridania could not wish for a more stalwart ally. But you are doubtless eager to know wherefore we summoned you. Our friend Kupo Klop has brought us news of a most unsettling development. It would seem that good King Moogle Mox the 12th has returned to Eorzea. A curious thing to hear, I know, truth to tell. I myself cannot say for sure if he is a genuine figure from history or some manifestation of Moogle mythology. Kuplo here would have me believe the former. Once upon a time, we Moogles served the gods in the heavens, but it was quite nice up there, unspeakably beautiful, unimaginably spacious, and with a literal endless supply of wine, Kupo. In spite of this, or possibly because of the last part, the gods eventually became discontented and started squabbling, which made life jolly difficult for the poor Moogles. So good King Moogle Mox the 12th made his glorious name live forever, decreed that the time had come for us to leave. Kupo! The realm of man would suffice, he said, so all the Moogles should live there instead. Unfortunately, the two realms are so far apart that we couldn't safely fly down. But good King Moogle Mox the 12th, may his miraculous foresight forever be praised, knew exactly what to do. Kupo? He had a rope, you see, the longest one ever woven. This he held nobly while his subjects climbed all the way down to the world below. And that is how we Moogles came to this land, Kupo. All of us except good King Moogle Mox the 12th, may his courageous sacrifice never be forgotten. He alone would remain in the heavens so that Moogle kind might at last know peace. Except that he has not remained in the heavens, from what I understand, that being your reason for contacting us, yes? I'll bet he tied the rope to something. Good thinking! Remind me again what the problem was with him returning to Eorzea? The problem, Ida, lies in the fact that he was summoned. It is our belief that good King Moogle Mox the 12th is a myth made manifest via means akin to those employed by the beast tribes in the summoning of their gods. Wait. You're saying a handful of Muggles with a boatload of crystals wished really, really, really hard and he just sort of appeared? Would that even work? What I cannot fathom is why they would even try. With Garuda humbled and the Ultima weapon destroyed, what new threat could have prompted them to take such drastic measure? Might that not itself be the answer? Twice in the last half-decade, Eorzea has been brought onto the very brink of destruction, only to be spared at the last by the heroics of a chosen few. To you who braved these tempests and survived by virtue of your own strength, this latest period of peace would doubtless seem a welcome respite. But to those who had not the power to defend themselves, who were spared only by another's grace, this is merely the calm before the storm. I think the Mughals' are afraid of what tomorrow will bring, and that things may not end so well as they did yesterday. This fear has driven them to call upon a greater power, one they believe can be relied upon to protect their loved ones and their homes come what may. I assure you, the Mughals' only want to protect the forest from outsiders, but ever since the return of good King Mughal XII, may his boundless grace fill our hearts with love, they've started to get a little carried away, verging on a lot, in fact. Like the sylphs who summoned Ramuh, you mean? We cannot discount the possibility that this entity is influencing the Mughals in a manner similar to that of a primal. We share the same concern. Whoever or whatever the king may be, it is our belief that he poses a threat not only to Mughal-kind, but to Gridania as a whole. Thus do we beseech you, Dahala. Confront good King Mughal XII and drive him from our midst. Humbly, I do thank you. The sanctuary of the Mughals' and their liege lord is concealed by magical wards. Brother Isumi Yan of the Conjurers Guild will doubtless be able to offer insight on how this spell might be dispelled. Pray seek his counsel ere you proceed any further. Okay, so the Mughals are now summoning a primal. Except we're not sure. It's a primal. It's gotta be. Right. Welcome, Dahala, welcome. That you should be the one to face good King Mughal XII is a great comfort, to me and the elementals both. As I am sure you know, the Mughals are not by their nature a warlike race, yet should the king be suffered to remain, it is like that his influence will bring about a change in them. Thus does it behoove us to defeat him quickly before any lasting damage is done. Make sure whatever preparations you deem necessary, and inform me when you're ready to seek the king. The wards bearing access to the king's sanctuary can only be nullified through the use of enchanted keystones, the selfsame method employed 5 years ago when the first king was summoned to Eorzea. It was with great regret that we were forced to sanction the slaying of the guardians, who then held the keystones, for none were in our possession at the time. By the grace of the elementals, however, we had been spared that burden on this occasion. Kublai confided in me that he had been entrusted with a set of keystones by the Mogul's guard themselves. Yet wishing not to betray their confidence, he begged me to find some other means to gain entry to the king's sanctum. Alas, I have been unable to do so, and dare not labor any longer, for fear that the Mughals might succumb to the corrupting influence of their liege lord. We must needs have Kublai Khan's keystones, Dahala. Pray go to him and beg his assistance. He awaits you at the West Shore Pier. Impress upon him our great need, and I am certain he will yield. He's all the way over there. So? How will you do it, Kupo? Oh, he told you about that? Well, if there truly is no other way, I'll do it, Kupo. Take the ferry to Sweet Bloom Pier. I'll go on ahead. Let us go to the Sweet Bloom Pier. Oh, you guys are a lot bigger than that guy. I'm nervous. You're not gonna bully him, are you? Don't you dare lie to me, Kupo! I know what you're planning, and I won't allow it! Open your eyes, Kupo! The king will never be satisfied, no matter how many crystals you bring him! We offered you a choice, and this is how you repay us? By consorting with this Viera? Imperials, Redanians, Sylphs, you're no different from the rest of them. Actually, you're worse, Kupo! Traitor to his kinsmuggles! He plots treason against the crown! Enough! Kupo Klop will answer for his crimes soon enough, as will all who defy the will of good King Mughal Mox XII. May he reign forevermore, Kupo! The king is planning to purge the 12's wood of his enemies, Kupo. We've got to stop him before it's too late! The entrance to Thornmarch is deep within the bramble patch. Kupo, if you take me there, I can nullify the ward, but be warned, the Mughals' guard has set traps to lure enchanted beasts. I can't hide from them, so you'll need to protect me, Kupo. Escort him safely to the boarded entrance. Should you fail to defend him or move too far away, he will return to this point where you may start all over again. Okay. Okay. Guess I'm kicking ass and having mushrooms for dessert. You are still following me, yes? Okay, good. Okay, there should be some kind of tunnel. Doing okay. Oh gosh. Where are these guys? Oh, you got sprayed by the thing, because of course, nobody gets out of the way. We're here, Kupo! I don't see any more beasts, do you? Are you ready to face the king, Kupo? Then step closer to the ward. Raise your hands and focus like when you attune to an aetheryte, Kupo. I'll open the way for you. The rest is up to you, Kupo. Now go and teach those foolish moguls a lesson, and send the king back whence he came. Hard? Well, if it says hard, doesn't that mean there was supposed to be a normal first? Oh, I can't even queue up with with my NPC buddies. I have to do this with people. Oh, good thing I chose a very populated server. Oh. Oh god, this is gonna be kind of scary. Kind of very scary. Right. Oh, dungeons make me nervous all the time. Oh! Oh god, okay. Oh god. I am supposed to be a tank and I have no idea what I'm doing. This is just awesome. Can't interrupt him that way. Oh my god. Okay. Here. Oh, everybody already left. Okay. Morbid Moon Mob Blade. Oh, it is a tanking weapon, but unfortunately it's not an upgrade because I went and grabbed the right thing. And I got a Mob King Hopper. Isn't that just gonna give me the same weapon that I just got? I got commendations. Did I actually do a good job? I can't tell. At least nobody died. You did it, Kupo! You did it! Good King Moogle Marks the 12th, may his mighty soul rest in peace, is no more! I shudder to think what might have happened had you not stopped the Moogle's guard when you did. Thank you, Dahala. Perhaps now they'll come to their senses and stop playing at fairy tales. Rest assured that the chieftain will have choice words for them, too. You should go and tell Puckney Pack that the king is no more. Kupo, she's with Rhea O at Camp Tranquil and can relay the news to the chieftain. Okay, I need to remember to breathe while I'm tanking. I keep holding my breath because I'm freaking out. Wonder if I'll ever get confident at this. Oh! Excuse me, sorry about that. That was a hiccup. I haven't even drank anything yet. Do I dare believe my ears? Good King Moogle Mox the 12th, may his magnificent virtue never serve as an example for us all, has fallen? All Mooglekind owes you a debt, Koopa? And I sense Rhea O wishes to congratulate you as well. I shall let you two speak without fear of interruption. Your bravery and service to the Twelveswood and her Moogles shall not be forgotten, Dahala. My sister will doubtless wish to hear the tales of this great victory from the mouth of the woman responsible. Pray return to the Lotus Stand and treat her with a full account of today's events, while the details are yet fresh in your mind. Off to New Britannia we go, then. The Elder Seedseer is expecting you, madame. May I show you in? Yes, please. You know, for being called the Lotus Stand, why aren't there any lotus flowers? Oh, I guess these are supposed to be lotus flowers? I thought lotus flowers were pink. I guess I need to learn some more about lotus flowers. Dahala, you are returned to us, unharmed and victorious. Thus have I 2 reasons to be glad. Yet many questions remain unanswered. If you would be so kind as to oblige me, I would fain hear all that occurred in Thornmarch. Then it is as we feared. The king really is a primal. But he really isn't, is he? I mean, the Moogles don't worship him for one thing. He's not even a god to them. That doesn't sound like any primal I've ever heard of. Then mayhap the fault lies with the definition. The fact remains that through a combination of the power contained in crystals and the force of their collective faith, the Moogles call forth a being that by right should not exist. Moreover, when slain, same being left no corpse, in the aether, which comprised him instead being scattered to the 4 winds. According to the accepted definition, He may not be a primal, but the mode of his manifestation was in every respect the same. Which means he's a primal. Ascians! This whole business reeks of their handiwork. Kupo! They said it was a masked man who taught them how years ago. But Gridania has no shortage of masked men, and I never thought to question. Confound it all! How many more will they ensnare with their tainted gifts? Too many, I fear. So long as there are paragons to stir the embers, fools to build the pyre, and crystals to feed the flames, ever and again shall we suffer primal visitation. A somber thought, but a salutary one. My heartfelt thanks, Dahala. Already the information you have provided has proven invaluable. The great Serpent Marshal and I have much to discuss. Oh, before you do, my lady, I was hoping we might finish discussing the other matter. The matter of which you speak has even now been settled. The Scion shall not want for support. We shall be glad to send additional supplies to Revenant's Toll. We knew we could count on you, my lady. While Yida and I remain to discuss the particulars of our arrangement with the Elder Seedseer, mayhap you could return to the Waking Sands and appraise the antecedent of all that is transpired? I look so good in my armor. Tataroo! Bye, Tataroo! Wonder how much longer we'll be coming back to this place. It is good to see you hale and healthy, Dahala. I received word from Yida and Papalimo that you have felled good King Moogle Mox XII, but I had hoped to hear your version of the tale. So it was as they said, summoned with the same method used by the Beast Tribes and taught by the Ascians. Though unfortunate, this incident did at least serve to remind the Elder Seedseer of our usefulness. Her offer of additional support could not have come at a better time. My thanks, Dahala. The time has come to at last leave Vesper Bay, and Minfilia would apprise you of the final details of the move. Owing to the tireless efforts of all concerned, we are, at long last, ready to bid farewell to Vesper Bay. So as to avoid drawing undue attention, we shall make the journey to Revenant's Toll in small groups, departing at irregular intervals. Lest you doubt, it is still my intention to conduct future operations openly. But on this particular occasion, the need for caution overrides all other concerns. To move north as one ponderous caravan would only serve to invite attack. It seemed only right that I should be the last to leave, and I would have you remain with me until the end, Dahala. Upon my departure, the Waking Sands will formally cease to be our headquarters, and the premises will be given into the care of Urianger. I had thought to relinquish the property, but he was quite adamant, and I had not the heart to disagree. These walls have borne witness to some of the brightest and darkest moments in our Order's history. Mayhap it's best we do not forsake them entirely. Urianger shall remain here and devote his energies to studying the nature of primals, By the grace of the 12, he will one day discover the permanent solution that we have sought for so long. Of course, he will not be alone. Alize shall continue to work closely with him as well. Is that how you pronounce that one? Should they require our assistance, I have their assurances they will not hesitate to contact us. Speaking of Lurianger, would you inquire of him if any tasks that remain undone? I cannot escape the feeling that I have forgotten something. Something important. So, who's Alize? Is that... It sounds, I think, was that the name of the twin sister for Alphinaud? Well, she's not around, so I don't know. Anyways, Lurianger. Thou art ever welcome, Dahala, but I do require no assistance. Pray take thy leave unburdened by concern for my well-being. Verily, thy countenance bespeaks a desire to quit this place without further delay. Mayhap thou thinkest this chapter of our tale concluded, that these halls shall rightly be consigned to the annals of history? In man's eagerness to seize the future, how readily he doth set down the past. Full many a proud pioneer hath bravely stridden into this great unknown, only to find there the banner of his ancestor, faded by the eons, and still man glorieth in his own discoveries. 'Tis true, though, that his pride... 'Tis through his pride that wisdom doth ever give way to ignorance, while they who lurk in shadow remain hidden, lost no sooner than they are found. Was that a very, very long-winded way of saying, the past is always connected to the future? Be not offended, Dahala. Thy conduct hath ever been beyond reproach. Despite thy surpassing strength and all thy many victories, thou hast ever been so convinced of thine own greatness as to imagine thyself above the failings of thy forebears. Mayhap it is the echo which hath opened thine eyes to the lessons of history. Would that the same could be said of... Whence came that cry? The solar? 12th orphan. The antecedent! Dahala, you must... Tell me, Louis-Soix, would you have done the same? Louis-Soix Levieur was a remarkable man, wise beyond mortal measure. Would that I had met him prior to his passing. An Ascian here? How? How readily you see, you are indeed gifted, antecedent. But you're not like the others. You're rogues. Gifted, but ignorant. Yet I shall not judge you harshly. The fault lies with your forebears. It has been millennia. Mine are the robes of an emissary. Unlike he who came before, I have no quarrel with you. He who... You speak of La Habrea? La Habrea is a warrior. He fought, he fell. He may yet learn from his mistakes. Then he is still... Come, I only confirm that which you already knew. There is no cessation, no oblivion, only expulsion. You... What are... We are ready when you are, milady, if there's nothing else. Is something the matter? Ah, I feel the same way. After everything that's happened here, it feels strange to leave, but I'm sure we'll soon get used to Revenant's toll. Well, I'll let you say your goodbyes. Take as long as you like, milady. We shall depart whenever you're ready. It is only to be expected. She lacks the gift and the knowledge both. To her, we are indistinct. I do not understand. Shadowless, fleshless, formless. What truth there is, in each tale is diluted by time and telling. Knowledge dictates expectation, and expectation colors perception. Thus did she perceive not. So it is, with all but a chosen few. Even you, when young, could not yet see with eyes unclouded. You know nothing about me. Nothing. The gift grants you clarity. It grants you focus. With it, you may in time come to see us as we are, rather than this crude approximation. La Habrea did not think so highly of the echo. La Habrea is wrong about a great many things. The echo is indeed a gift, albeit one you have yet to master. And if we did, there would be no strife between our peoples, for we would be of one mind. I leave as I came, in peace, antecedent. May we meet again as friends. Wait! Stay where you are! Mayhap I was indelicate. 'Tis a mercy she shields her children from his grace with such resolve. Was it also by her hand that you survived the ardor, I wonder? Did he just try to temper her? To worship his god? That jerk! Oh, I take it there's no need to explain. Save your concern. He did me no lasting harm. Whatever his intention was, it was not to kill. I heard a cry. What happened? Are you all right? You look faint. Do you need to lie down? I could fetch you a flask of my special tonic. Urianger, send word to the students of Baldessian. Tell them to scour the archives, the forbidden tomes in particular. If there is any reference to an Ascian robed in white, however oblique, I would know of it. An Ascian, my lady? What was it that gave cause for you to cry about? I did but moments ago glimpse a figure clad in white set forth from the waking sands. Yet Asians are wont to employ teleportation magics. Why would one be so brazen? I know and care not. Find him, Dahala. Turn every stone in Vesper Bay if you have to. Pray attend me, Tataru. Alright. Okay. Oh, he's like right fucking here. He didn't try hard. I am told that you are the warrior of light, but I would know for myself. I shall walk north, and you may choose to follow. Know, however, that you will be waylaid if you do. You may even perish. Should you survive, we shall speak anon. Huh. Guy's up. Hot jerk. Oh, right, I didn't open this up because it gives a weapon. And, I was afraid that, it was just gonna give me the exact same weapon that I already got from the dungeon. How come when I did the other primal fights, I didn't get any loot, but I did that one on... Is it because it was hard mode? You know, that actually kind of makes sense. So you have to do the hard mode, which requires 8. But I don't even... Oh, I bet it's side quests that unlock the hard mode. Oh, you have leveled up. There, now you can throw heals at me. on this little merry chase, buddy. Nice big frog. What is it with people needing me to prove myself all the time? Remarkable. Truly remarkable. I thank you for granting me this indulgence. None save she who bested La Habrea could endure such an examination. Have the laws of man grown so twisted in my absence that it is now permitted to lay hands upon an emissary? You bore witness to my audience with the antecedent, did you not? Then you know I acted only in self-defense. I realize the same cannot be said of La Habrea. Even amongst his brethren, he is considered unique. Nevertheless, I cannot wholly condemn his misdeeds, for through them we discovered you, one so strong in the gift that she could cast us out. Your mother favors you still, that much is plain, but surely you must feel it? Her influence wanes, and her strength shall soon be spent. These lands, these people, this world, all shall soon change. As it was, so shall it be again, as soon as it should always have been. Doubt my claims and question my motives if you will. Only believe me when I say this. I am Elidibus, emissary, bearer of the word of the one true God, and we shall meet again. Jerk off. Pretty arrogant dude. Well, I just, put you on a wild goose chase and then leave you stranded after luring you all the way out here. Like, come on, man, have some decency. At least teleport me back. Hi, Tataru! Bye, Tataru! I need to drink something. My throat's hurt. Give me a second. Thank you for your patience. Thank the gods you've returned, Dahala. After you left, I began to worry that I might have sent you to your doom. I take it our visitor proved elusive? Beg pardon? He was waiting for you? What did you do? What did he say? As it was, so it shall be again? Of when does he speak? And of what exactly? The words of this Elidibus portend much, but reveal nothing, save perhaps a measure of disdain for La Habrea. I had hoped for answers, but it seems I shall have to be content with a wealth of additional questions. Let us set aside the matter of this Ascian until after we've completed our move to the Rising Stones. There's but one final favor I would ask of you before I depart. I believe I mentioned before that my father was a member of the Alamegan Resistance. The truth, however, is more complicated than that. As far as the Empire knew, he was their spy. He maintained the deception for nigh on half a decade, furnishing the Resistance with vital Imperial secrets while feeding his paymasters subtly conceived misinformation. When he died some 15 years ago, my father left behind his journal, which I have closely guarded ever since. It contains every shred of information he and his agents could steal on what they believed to be the single greatest threat to Eorzea, the Primus. Its wisdom has guided me throughout the years, though there is much within I still do not understand. It is my hope that Urianger will fare better. Tell him to treat it with care. It is all I have left of my father. Oof. I thought thee departed. To what end dost thou linger? The father's final bequest, the daughter's lifelong labor. It is no small thing to surrender such a cherished memento. Well can I imagine the antecedent's pain. Upon mine honor, I swear to spare no effort in the study of these materials, lest my lady's sacrifice be in vain. Dahala, this is Minfilia. Forgive me, but I could wait no longer. I have departed for the Rising Stones. If you have yet to... Once you have given the journal to Urianger, I bid you come to the 7th heaven in Revenant's Toll. Tataru will be there to show you inside our new headquarters. Assuming you have already attuned to it, you may wish to make use of our new Aetheryte in Revenant's Toll. After all, it's right on our doorstep. I do believe it's this one. Yep. You know, I just realized something. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. Neither is that. Okay, that's not at all what I am looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. These can go to the saddlebag. All these different dice can go to the saddlebag. I'm pretty sure soon I'll start looking like a Skittle again, so I'll probably do something with the dice eventually. I don't even know how to use these materia. I should probably maybe, you know... I'll hold on to that for now. Throw all this stuff in there. Alright, those are foods, which I probably should be eating for more experience. And then all of these need to be sold and or thrown away. Okay. Well, now my inventory is a lot more tidied up. When the day finally comes where I max out the level of Paladin and I start learning a new tanky class, then I'll use that treasure chest that I got to get some nice weapons for the other job, because I know weapons are unique to the job. Oh, Dahala! You're here! Good, good. We were all wondering when you'd show up. As I was just telling your receptionist here, I'm pleased to inform you that all the documents have been prepared and all signatures signed. The Rising Stones is officially yours. Splendid! From this day forward, I will spare no effort in seeing that it is as welcoming and comfortable a home as I was at the Waking Sands. That said, this is all somewhat intimidating, is it not? So many unfamiliar places and unfamiliar faces. Take that odd-looking fellow over there, for example. He's been eyeing us most suspiciously ever since we arrived. I cannot help but wonder if we are truly safe here. Ah, that man. Can't say I've spoken to him myself, but rumor has it he's come to hunt for ancient treasures in the Crystal Tower. You've seen the structure I speak of, no? It'd be hard to miss it. That massive pillar of shining crystal that looms high over the land just to the southeast of here. If the tales are to be believed, it's the remnant of some ancient civilization. The details remain a mystery, and that's no doubt why it's drawn adventurers and scholars from all over looking to unearth its secrets. The man over there is no exception, and if my instincts are true, he knows more than most. If you're curious about the tower yourself, you could do worse than to talk to him and see what he knows. Why, if I weren't otherwise occupied with my duties here, I'd have half a mind to join you. I mean, just look at it! I can scarce begin to imagine what wonders lie inside. Why, that's wonderful to hear! Rest assured that this receptionist will work just as hard to see that our efforts do not skip a beat despite the relocation. And with that, Dahala, I do believe it's time you officially announce your presence to everyone inside. The antecedent and others will surely be overjoyed to see you. The Crystal Tower Quest series is now available from the Outlandish Man. In order to progress the main scenario, you must first complete certain quests in the Tower series. While you are granted a respite from your duties as a Scion, use your time to probe the depths of the Crystal Tower and see what the ancient secrets may be gleaned. Oh, so this is another one of those side quests that I can't ignore. Okay. Well then. An oddly garbed man visiting Revenant's Toll has some information which might be of interest to an experienced adventurer. You know, I may be spoiling something here. I may be completely right, and I could be completely wrong. That dude looks like Nero. Isn't his name Nero? The dude in the red armor with the big hammer that bitches all the time that Sid is better than him, but isn't really better than him? You know, the guy with this huge persecution overshadow complex thing going on? His name was Nero, right? This guy... I think he's Nero. He's got the same hairstyle, and he just looks like Nero, so I could be wrong, but that's my thought. Do I know you? Unless I'm very much mistaken, you are the famed adventurer who bested the Garlean Empire's general, are you not? The great Dahala Silverlight herself. Amazing! And even more than a little serendipitous. One might even call it fate. I but recently received word of a truly unique opportunity, you see. An opportunity the like of which none but one of your proven worth could take advantage. The reward? Not less than the accumulated knowledge of a fallen civilization. The risk? A single misstep could cost you your life. But what is a little danger to a storied hero such as you? A woman with absolute confidence in her own abilities stands to profit handsomely from this venture. No, I crave no recompense for my part in bringing this opportunity to your attention. The historic discoveries you shall make will be reward enough, I assure you. If my words have fanned the flames of your curiosity, then I bid you seek a man by the name of Rambrose at St. Coin's. Coinatches? Find? It is he who stands at the doorway to untold marvels, awaiting the arrival of a champion bold enough to march across the threshold. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, so where the heck am I going? Like this way. Oh good, there's a chocobo key. That should help. Okay. Rambrose. Why, if it isn't Dahala Silverlight herself! I was not expecting such a celebrated guest. To what do I owe the honor of this visit? You were directed here, you say? By a man clad in foreign garb? Well, the opportunity he spoke of most surely refers to our latest anthropogeographical endeavor. Quite how he came to know of it is another matter. All knowledge of this project was supposed to be restricted to my organization. But that is something for me to ponder in private. You are here now, and your services will, I am certain, prove invaluable. I must warn you, however, that the venture we have in mind is no simple excavation. An unprepared or incautious adventurer could very well find herself in an unplanned and unpleasant journey to Thal's solemn halls. Knowing this, do you still wish to lend us your cooperation? I rather thought you would say that. Your courage is scarcely a secret. Now, the first... Dahala? I thought it was you! What brings you to St. Conch's? Don't tell me. The Alliance has sent you on another realm-shaking, history-making mission to lay low an apparently insuperable foe? Yes? No? Ah. I see you two are already acquainted. That is well. Master Garland, our intrepid hero here, caught wind of the forthcoming expedition, and has kindly pledged to assist us. She has she? Glad to have you aboard, Dahala. You don't have the faintest idea what you're volunteered for, do you? Very well, let us begin at the beginning. The sons of St. Conich are tasked with unearthing the secrets of the long-fallen Allegan Empire, and this present endeavor aims to delve more deeply into the civilization's mysteries than ever before. Ah, but I know that look. In the event that you feel ill-equipped to contribute much to the subject of Allegan archaeology, I invite you to recall your encounter with the Ultima weapon. Excuse me. That mechanical monstrosity represented a feat of engineering far beyond aught Garlemald could presently achieve. Nero told Scavia simply awoke it. I mention this by way of a reminder to you that you have had what one might term extensive first-hand experience with a notable Allegan relic. In short, you're practically an archaeologist. Now, the core of the matter. Here in Mordona, there stands an entire Allegan structure which we have yet to investigate. I speak, of course, of the Crystal Tower. After witnessing the destructive capabilities of the Ultima weapon, and the lesser moon Dalmond before that, it seemed wise to treat any remnants from that era with the utmost caution. They must be analyzed, monitored, and above all, kept from falling into the wrong hands. To put it plain, I have no wish to see another megalomaniacal legatus wield one of these weapons. It was this thought which first moved me to contact the Sons and propose that the tower be explored. For several millennia, the Crystal Tower remained hidden, buried deep underground. But like so many other things that were better left undisturbed, the structure was freed from its stony prison by the great upheaval which accompanied the coming of the Seventh Umbral Era. It now stands revealed in all its splendor, a gleaming spear of crystal pointing at the bosom of the heavens. We believe the tower to be the repository of much of the ancients' wisdom. Unfortunately, its entrance is guarded by formidable defenses, and we cannot so much as peep through the keyhole, much less set foot inside. These defenses take the form of statues carved in the likeness of giant swordsmen. The 8 sentinels, as the Sons are wont to call them, is the first barrier we must overcome. Why not simply fly over them in an airship, you ask? It's been tried before. Any vessel that ventures too close to the tower is blasted out of the air. We either destroy those statues, or the front door is forever beyond our reach. My colleagues and I are ill-suited to negotiating such deadly hazards. Thus, if we are to gain access to the tower's secrets, we must needs employ the services of an experienced adventurer. It will be difficult and dangerous, Dahala, but I can think of no finer woman for the task. If I didn't know better, I'd say you had a taste for these deadly escapades. I look forward to working with you again. There is much and more to be done before we can begin the expedition proper. Take some time to prepare yourself, and I shall explain the challenges that lie ahead. Our first objective is to reach the entrance to the Crystal Tower. As I previously mentioned, however, that will prove no easy task. The entrance is guarded by powerful defensive mechanisms, each utilizing one of the 4 elements of fire, water, wind, or earth. Anyone attempting to simply stroll past these unsleeping sentinels invites swift obliteration. Based on Master Garland's analysis, however, we are reasonably certain that the attacks of these lethal contraptions can be reflected using a crystal of the corresponding element. Naturally, these crystals must be of surpassing clarity, free of the slightest impurities, much like the flawless specimens used by the Beastmen in their primal summoning rituals. Mayhap I should have said exactly like the specimens they used. Were that there were any other way, we would not ask this of you, but we need someone to enter the Beast Tribe strongholds and liberate their perfect crystals. For the moment, I would have you focus on obtaining 2 of the 4 crystals we require. Pray make for Lenosha, where both the Sapsa spawning grounds and the Ugamero mines are located. You may be certain that the materials used in the Beastman's sacred rituals will be well defended. Whether you choose to venture there alone or with companions, I shall leave to your discretion. But whatever you do, please be careful. Okay. Okay, well, let's do this one first. I forgot I can fly now! This is gonna make some things a lot easier. Okay, so we gotta go this way. Oh my gosh, the little hearties! Oh, that is too cute! Okay. Somewhere around here. Oh, there's my destination. Okay, first... Alright. Oh, you're gonna throw things at us, huh? Oh, I'm already done. Okay, I did think that that was going to be a little bit more, but I think flying really helps. And I'm probably going to be very sad when I reach a place where I can't fly anymore. Alright, so we want to go... this way! Alright! Well, that was a lot less painful than I thought it was going to be. It's a Maggie! I remember listening to this as an MP3 that my friend made of a recording of the original from the game. I just don't remember what it's called or which game it came from. Was it? I think it was Final Fantasy VI? Maybe? Anyways, how progress your efforts in infiltrating the Beastman's strongholds? So these are the famed flawless crystals of the beast tribes. I have seen countless specimens from I know not how many excavations, but nothing to compare to these. Their purity is astounding. You have done well, Dahala. With these in our possession, we lack only the crystal of fire and wind. The former lies in Zarak and the war camp of the Amalja in Thanalan. The latter in Natalan, the roost of the Ixal in the hills of Querthus. You can expect them to be as closely guarded as the first two, if not more so. Still, I look forward to receiving word of your resounding success. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Say that it's lovely. Just not as good as me. Excuse me, sorry. Dahala, it's good to see you. Tell me, were you able to obtain the remaining crystals from the Beastmen? Wonderful! With all 4 crystals in hand, we are now ready to proceed with the next stage of our preparations. Ah, I hope I did not give you the impression that we would be embarking on our journey to the Crystal Tower just yet. Alas, there is another step which must be completed ere we come to that. While the crystals you acquire are indeed flawless, they are of little use to us in their present form. If they are to reflect the elemental forces of the tower's defenses, they must needs be cut and polished. A process which calls for a very particular set of materials. Procuring them will be a challenge in itself, I fear. Needless to say, we will be requiring your services once again. Seriously? Alright. Rambros wishes to procure... Okay. If the flawless crystals you procured for us are to retain their elemental purity, during the shaping process, a very specific set of abrasive substances will be required. Well, I say substances, but one might just as well call them one substance, namely aether sand, which has 4 elementally aspected varieties. Alas, aether sand is neither common or cheap. Indeed, it is not unusual for the abrasive to exceed the value of the precious stones it is used to polish. Given the rarity of the materials in question, the Goldsmiths Guild in Ul'dah seems the likeliest place to purchasing the quantity we require. When I contacted the Guildmaster, however, I was informed that no aether sand was currently available. Though I requested that word be sent as soon as new stock came in, I have yet to receive aught but apologies. I should mention at this point that I placed the order some time before you procured the flawless crystals. I am well aware that acquiring aether sand is no small feat, of course, and I am not an impatient man. But I fear the more we delay our investigation, the greater the risk of the tower's secrets falling into the hands of other, less savory parties. That is why I wish to entrust you with the payment for our purchase, and send you to speak directly with the Guildmaster Serendipity. Mayhap the presence of such a distinguished personage will spur the guild into action. In any event, it is my hope that when we next meet, you will have found at least one of the 4 varieties of aether sand we require. I'm going home, going home. It's been such a long time since we've been to Ul'dah. All this adventuring has taken us so far away. Oh. I need the lid to go on. There we go. Arguing with my bottle of tea. Okay. Goldsmith's Guild, huh? Oh, Mr. Silverlight, welcome! What brings you here, if I may ask? You're here on behalf of the Sons of St. Cornage. What fortunate timing! I was just about to contact Master Rambros with the news that we've finally managed to acquire a quantity of fire-aspected aether sand. I'm afraid it may be some time before we can supply the other 3 varieties, but you're welcome to settle accounts for that which we have now. Pray speak to Geminine over... Ah, I do beg your pardon. It seems she's assisting another customer. Come on! There must be something you can do! Without that sand, we'll have to rethink our whole design! I sympathize with your plight, sir, but as I explained, the aether sand in question is already spoken for. If you'd like to reserve the next shipment, then I would be happy to accept the funds you've offered as a partial payment. Partial? Are you saying that it's not enough? I'm already stretching our research budget as it is. Oh, I suppose a man can do without a midday meal for a year or two. Dahala! It's been too long. What brings you here, then? Got your eye on something expensive, have you? Well now, that's quite a money pouch. The sound of so many gil clinking together is strangely satisfying, is it not? Calming and yet invigorating at the same time. Oh no. You're here for the blooming aether sand, aren't you? Well, I can't deny the Allegan civilization's a subject worth researching. The chief said he was looking into something big, but we never thought to ask him what. Wedge and I have been too busy tinkering with a new airship design to think of much else. See, well, I say tinkering. Wrestling would be more like it. Still, after much wringing of hands and gnashing of teeth, we've managed to put together a prototype crystal-powered propulsion system. We got the idea for when we heard of how you lot had used a corrupted crystal on board the Enterprise. As a matter of fact. Anyway, to cut a long story short, our design calls for all 4 varieties of aether sand. And that's why I can't just relinquish my claim to this batch here, even for you. How are we meant to usher in a brave new age of technological innovation, if not by technologically innovating, eh? Ahem. While I hesitate to interrupt such an impassioned speech, duty compels me to point out that this lady is a representative of the organization that reserved the aether sand in question. To mention nothing of the fact that her purse is considerably larger than yours. Oh. It's like that, is it? Alright. This batch is yours. I'll let you have it. But if you're going to take my sand, it's only fair that you grant me a role in this project of yours. I'll take that as a yes. It's not every day you get a chance to experiment with the wonders of the ancients. With any luck, they'll inspire me to think up another technological innovation or two. Now then, from what you've told me, I'm guessing you'll be needing the other 3 varieties of elementally aspected aether sand as well, right? Then, rather than sitting on your rump waiting for a shipment that may never come, I reckon your time would be better spent looking for the stuff yourself. And just so happens, I know of a good place to start. There is said to be a peddler in northern Thanaland who, very occasionally, handles the Earth-aspected variety of aether sand. Wedge is in the process of confirming the rumor as we speak. I know what you're thinking. When did my timid little friend decide he didn't need me to hold his hand anymore? The answer being, just the other day! Since he's been inspired by a certain adventurer's heroic example. I thought he was joking when he volunteered to go to Thanaland without me. I just hope he manages to stay out of trouble. Head out to Blue Fog, and you should find him poking about with his new bodyguard. Oh, did I not mention her? Aye, Wedge thought it might be wise to hire an adventurer to accompany him, just in case your heroic example turned out to be less inspiring than he first thought. We're doing a lot of, teleporting today, folks! Oh, someone's leveling up very fast. Congratulations, Cordia. Why is my throat so sweet? Alright. Wedge! This doesn't look promising. Save your greetings. If you're looking for a hired blade, then you'll have to look elsewhere. For the day I've had, the only company I crave is the SWAT silent type. The type that has a handle and holds no less than a pint of ale. Ah? You wish to hear my tale? I warn you, it's no stirring epic. But as you asked, my employer, a Lalafal lad, wished to pay a visit to a peddler who deals in some manner of special sand. I forget what it's called, but it's apparently worth a small fortune. Anyway, when we arrived, the man claimed his stock had been stolen by bandits. Determined not to return empty-handed, we crept into the bandit stronghold and set about locating the stolen goods. Long story short, alarms were raised, rogues were awoken, and we fled in a blind panic. I was separated from my employer in the confusion, and I've not seen him since. Him? Oh, he's a friend of yours, is he? Then you best be prepared for the worst. 'Tis just possible the poor sod may yet be lost to the old amalgam mithril mine, but I fear the bandits will have caught up with him by now. You did what to my little wench? How dare you abandon my baby? Okay, he's not my baby, but still. God damn it. Alright, yep, there we go. That's where I gotta go. Okay. Okay. Oh my god! Woo! Oh dear. Oh, good, I can interrupt that. Okay. Is that the last of it? Oh, what the hell? I was like, I stepped in here and they went, oh, yummy! Fresh meat! I'm not seeing my lullaby. Inside this building. Wait, you're okay! How can he be so stupid? Sneaking into a bandit's lair? It's not the sort of thing I do, and now I'm gonna die for it! No, I just need to calm down. I can do this. I can be brave. I'm going to stand up, and I'm gonna walk out of here. Here we go. Yeah, I'm sorry. Please don't kill me. I promise I'll leave and I'll never come back. Dahala! It's really you? But how did you find me? Can you smell fear? Actually, ignore that smell. I expect you're wondering why I'm here. Well, I was just in the process of retrieving some stolen aether sand, which makes an ID for our research, and as it happens, it was, I concede, perhaps a touch foolish and very nearly fatal, but I did succeed at snatching the stuff before my bodyguard ran away, and several dozen bandits came piling after me with knives and axes and what looked very, very much like a plank with a rusty nail in it. Anyway, the important thing is that the stolen aether sand is right here in my... Oh dear. It must have fallen out when I was, taking evasive maneuvers. It seems I won't be leaving this infernal place for a while yet. You'll find the aether sand in my stead? Oh, thank the gods! You're a true friend, Dahala! I hope the search doesn't prove too troublesome. The bandits don't seem to care much for visitors. Hi. You ranked up! Alright, what new skills do you have? Your accuracy goes up. Okay. That works. How about we just not do that? Right. Yeah, I know they're on my ass. I just wanted to get close to my goal. Alright, right, my little dear. Can I not aggro these dudes? That's great. Thank you. Dahala! Have you any luck finding the Aether Sand? Oh boy, did I find it. Yes! I must return to the workshop at once and tell Biggs the wonderful news! What's that? You're also on a mission to collect Aether Sand? And you're working with the Chief! A treasure trove of elegant knowledge, you say? I see. Then you should really be the one to have this. Biggs and I are far from exhausting all possible avenues of airship innovation, but it sounds as if your problem can only be solved by these means. This expedition of yours sounds jolly interesting, I must say. I'm half inclined to join you. In fact, I think I will. Any venture worth the Chief's time must be worth a look. Right. I'm more than ready to leave this awful place behind, and you should return to Mordona with that Aether Sand before there are any more, little mishaps. Be sure to keep a close eye on your pockets, Dahala. So, does that mean that I have fire and earth sand now, and I just need wind and water? I hope so. Ah, Dahala, returned. I take it from your presence that you were successful in procuring us some Aether Sand. Tell me, which variety did you find? Yep, I've got fire, and I've got earth. I see! 2 varieties? Well, that is 2 more than I could reasonably be expected, and 2 less than I had hoped you would say. Forgive my flippancy. You have done very well. Truly, if all goes to plan, we need no longer fear death by fire or earth. Master Garland, if you would be so kind as to prepare the relevant crystals. I shall set to work immediately. Truth be told, I've been looking forward to this. One does not encounter materials like these every day. Speaking of which, how in the 7 hells did you find them? Mistake me not, old friend, I know only too well how capable you are. But Aether Sand isn't something you can simply find gathering dust in the back of a merchant's rare gem cabinet. You had help from Biggs and Wedge? Ha! Trust them to design a revolutionary new engine the moment I turn my back. How's a genius meant to rest on his laurels when his employees are so damnably inventive, eh? And now they're determined to join us, are they? Typical. I jest, of course. It'll be good to have them around. Still, as a matter of professional pride, let's endeavor to procure the 2 remaining varieties of Aether Sand before they arrive, shall we? Tell me, Ramambros, have we any information on where the water and wind aspected types might be hiding? Not as of yet, but I have made certain arrangements. We shall soon see if my efforts have borne fruit. Forgive me for observing, but you seem less than enthusiastic about that prospect. If there's a complication, I'd rather we discuss it now than risk jeopardizing the expedition. Ugh. mayhap an explanation is in order, but first, let us savor the preliminary victory that Dahala has won for our cause, if only for a moment. Direct hit, critical hit, and determination. I think determination is a tame stat, isn't it? You know what? I'm just gonna be safe and grab the silver piece, because I don't even know how to use those things. Right, I think I still have it, yeah, in my inventory. Okay, so that's not how you do it. Do you, like, just drag and drop, maybe? Okay. Oh, none of these have holes in them to fit it anyway, do they? It seems like it recognized what I was trying to do. Okay. Well, I'll just hold on to it for now, and we'll see what sort of crazy luck I come up with later. Yes, yes, I must speak of the arrangements I made to acquire the 2 remaining varieties of aether sand. Some days ago, I asked a Charlian acquaintance of mine to travel to Gridania and there gather the necessary materials. Since that time, however, I have heard nary a whisper from him. To be frank, this lack of communication is not entirely uncharacteristic, but I cannot discount the possibility that something ill has befallen the man. Alas, we do not have the time to investigate his fate. As I mentioned before, the more we delay our expedition, the more likely it is that the Crystal Tower's secrets will fall into the wrong hands. Therefore, I would entrust you with the same mission I assigned my friend. Travel to the Black Shroud and seek out Parsimonsret, the master of the markets in Gridania. If anyone knows where aether sand might be bought, it's with him. Oh boy. Yes? I'm sorry. Did you say you wish to purchase aether sand? Forgive me, madame, but have you the faintest idea of the rarity of the material you seek? Why, I have not seen so much as a grain of aether sand in these markets for many a long year. I could tell you where one might mine the ore from which the water-aspected variety of the abrasive is derived, but only a desperate fool would willingly set foot in the place. You seem undeterred. Very well. Are you familiar with Earth's Gift? That is where the ore is to be found, in an area inhabited by a particularly pernicious hog. Should you encounter the betusked nightmare, you will know that you are in the right place, albeit at the wrong time. Farewell. Well, aren't you just pleasant? Okay, off to the quarry mill we go. So now I get to kill a giant pig. I have killed literal gods. And they're like, this pig is going to be too much for you. Oh. Looks like I don't need to worry about it. That's handy. You are too late, adventurer, and not only for the entertainment. You will find no trace of the ore which but recently lay here. Nay, not so much as a speck. Ah, no. You will never spy me from there. For the time being, at least, you will have to trust the evidence of your ears. Now stop squinting at the foliage and listen. As I told you, the water-blessed mineral you hoped to find is gone. Taken by me. Victory has made me magnanimous, however. Accordingly, I have decided to share the location of an alternative source of aether sand. The wind touch variety, to be specific. I trust I have your attention? Good. A band of Ixal in the North Shroud keeps a quantity of the abrasive for the purpose of removing impurities from lesser crystals. Well, do you mean to dally here all day? Make haste, adventurer, before I snatch another prize out from under your nose. This is to be a race. The Ixal logging grounds in the North Shroud shall be our destination, and that is where the real amusement will begin. May the best man win. Arrogant little punk. Okay. Someone's being a jerk. Alright, Silver, let's show them what we got. Alright, I'm just gonna stand there. That was quite a show, adventurer. Why, this spectacle proved so enthralling that all thoughts of aether sand slipped my mind. I appear to have forfeited our little race. Congratulations! The wind touch abrasive is yours. And yet, having been treated to such a memorable performance, I cannot help feeling that the greater prize is mine. This iniquity must not stand. I insist that you accept a token of my appreciation. Payment for this entertainment will be waiting for you to the east, in a clearing within the Proud Creek. Pray retrieve the gift ere it is crushed beneath the iron feet of the Dullahans. Someone's being a brat. Okay, now where do I gotta go? Not here. Actually, yes, here. I'm just blind. Oof. Okay, first let's get over where I want to be. is a really big guy. I am not touching him. Not what you were expecting? I took the liberty of refining the ore from Earth's gift into aether sand. Do keep it safe, adventurer. Lest you accuse me of playing games, you should know that the thought of relinquishing my prize never once crossed my mind. Until I saw you in action, such deeds must needs be rewarded. It is my vocation, you see, to record history as it is made by mortal men. And I prefer much to the chronicles the accomplishments of the bold and the mighty. Thus, it is my fervent wish that you continue your career with the same courage and zeal that you have shown today. We shall meet again, adventurer, and sooner than you may imagine. I'm not sure how I feel about this guy playing with me like this. Well, at least I got what I wanted. And it's not like I would have had to fight that pig myself if he hadn't done it for me, so... Thanks, I guess. I-ho, silver away! Did I get disoriented? What news of your mission? Are we any closer to acquiring the remaining abrasives? Closer? Dude, I did all the work. You brought both! I shall have Master Galon begin work on the crystals immediately. Restores 24% of HP up to 1,000. Restores MP, don't need that. And MP. I guess that one? There! That should do the trick! Excellent work! We now possess all 4 of the fangs required to pierce the Crystal Tower's defenses. My compliments, Master Garland. Oh, it was a trifling matter, I assure you. Dahala here is the one you should be thanking. Anyway, by my reckoning, there's nothing stopping us from striding up to the Alligans' front door. You can't go without us, Chief. Biggs! Wedge! Come to lend a hand, have you? Well, it's not every day you get the chance to study the wonders of the Allagan Empire, is it? Their technology makes Garlemald's look ancient. I appreciate your enthusiasm, lads. I really do. But we're not here to take this knowledge for ourselves. Twice in the last decade, the promise of unimaginable power has prompted men to meddle in the technology they do not understand, and the realm has been dragged unto the brink of oblivion on both occasions. We shall not be so irresponsible as to risk another. Wedge, do you recall our company's creed? Yes, Chief, it's, freedom through technology. Exactly. Freedom. When we forsook our homelands, we swore that we would have no truck with the machines that could be used to promote tyranny. That has not changed. Should you feel tempted to break your oath, remember this. The wonders of the all-knowing Allagan Empire could not save their civilization. And have damn near doomed ours twice. That is why we must explore the Crystal Tower, and if needs be, seal away its secrets. A compelling viewpoint. It is unyielding will such as yours that have defined the course of history. So you return at last. What, pray tell, has kept you so wholly preoccupied that you could not spare a moment to inform me of your progress or preservation? Why, the task you assigned me, of course. Surely you have not forgotten about the Aether Sand? I tasked a pesky adventurer with delivering it. A more capable courier I could not imagine. You're the little brat who was toying with me? Greetings, adventurer. Did I not say we would meet again? I believe an introduction is in order. I'm Graha Tia, one of the students of Beldesian. I look forward to joining you on your groundbreaking expedition. Graha Tia has been assigned to the project as an observer. I hope you will forgive him his eccentricities, and welcome him as one of our own. So then, our fellowship is complete, and all stand ready to step into the unknown. 3 cheers for Noah! Noah? That's the name I have chosen for our little collective. Given our differing backgrounds, we cannot very well call ourselves the Sons of St. Konash, can we? And we must have a memorable appellation if our venture is to leave its mark in the annals of history. I could claim that NOAA stands for Nominated Observers of Artifacts Historical, and so it does, technically, but my true reason for choosing this name stems from the fact that it is shared by a vaunted Allegan Archmagus. An Archmagus? I like the sound of that! Very well. Now that the pressing matter of what to call ourselves has been settled, it's time we set forth to brave the outer defenses of the Crystal Tower. Is everyone ready to depart? Ready! Goodness. Esteemed colleagues, the secret of ancient Alleg beckons. Let us not keep them waiting any longer. Adventurer, you and I will join the engineers at the Crystal Tower's main gateway, where we will endeavor to neutralize the structure's outer defenses. Ramberos, meanwhile, will remain here and oversee the operation. Given my knowledge of Allegan history, it seems logical that I should lead the expedition itself, though I admit the role does not exactly befit my status as an observer. Still, we can but make use of the resources at hand. Assuming all are in agreement, let us proceed forth with the large, lopsided gate found in the southeast. Okay. You are a brat. Just saying. The Crystal Tower lies beyond this portal. Now comes the interesting part. Sid, you're the only one of our number who has ever crossed this threshold. I ask that you take the lead for the present. Definitely looks impressive, that's for sure. I'd say, the energy radiating from these statues is palpable. Lucky for us that it is. One might otherwise just stroll on past them. Feast your eyes on the elemental's defenses, which prompted our lengthy preparation. These sentinels prevent would-be intruders from advancing within 20 yalms of the tower's reaches. I don't think I timed that one right. No matter how swift they may be. Happily, the crystal fangs we took such pains to craft should spare us the inconvenience of instantaneous annihilation. Here, allow me to demonstrate. Chief, it's two! Dangerous to allow anyone else to risk their life testing one? Quite right. I made the damn thing. It's my job to see that they work. I, for one, am convinced. Friends, ready your fangs! The last one is yours, old friend. It seemed only right. So much for the outer defenses. Indeed, the entrance to the tower is near at hand. My blood fairly sings with anticipation. Speaking of blood, I have a proposal for the next stage of the expedition. I suggest we wait here while Dahala and a hand-picked party of her adventurers' companions enter the tower. What? Without us? I thought we came here to survey the entire structure. We did, and we will, but our investigation must proceed at a more measured pace. If the outside of this place is this well defended, can you imagine what awaits us on the inside? Only a true hero could reasonably hope to brave the hazards ahead and live to tell the tale. Dahala here fits that description better than anyone I know. And it's not as if we shall be idle in her absence. While Dahala and her companions are risking life and limb to beat us a path to the tower, we can set about analyzing this rubble for evidence of how such technologies function. Your knowledge of ancient lore will be invaluable to that endeavor, historian Grahatia. Bah! Did you ever tire of being right, old man? Ahem. Dahala, it seems I won't be accompanying you. Allow me to at least provide some instruction. The maze that surrounds the base of this tower is known as the Labyrinth of the Ancients. During this initial foray, I suggest you concentrate on ridding the place of hostile elements. When you are reasonably certain the maze is secure, contact me via link shell and we shall join you post-haste, no matter what Master Garland says. Though we would prefer if any relics you encountered remained intact. You have to leave to do whatever is necessary to secure ingress to the upper levels of the tower, of course. Fortune go with you, Dahala. This sounds like I've just unlocked the dungeon. Yep. Okay, I've unlocked a dungeon. Now what? Obviously. $24. Oh. Okay, this is really big. Okay. I obviously will not be allowed to NPC this one either, will I? I thought it said 24, so why do we only need 2 tanks, 2 healers, 4 DPS? That's 8, not 24. Maybe the beginning one is little? Well, let's, hope I don't mess up and get kicked out of the party. Well, I guess while we're waiting, let us, turn this back on. And, go do that quest while we wait on this. Or at least see if it'll let us. Alright, where am I going? I think I'm going over here. Oh, there's somebody standing outside. Oh! Yes, I know. Okay. Let's try this again, but this time, let's, clear all of our selections. And requeue up properly. There we go. Let's touch them. Well, there's your Stola, Lemon, Bancret, Elfina. Well, this definitely looks a lot more roomy and comfortable. Well, it's certainly spacious. Today marks a new beginning for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. For today, we declare our independence. We shall henceforth be beholden to no nation, but serve all of Eorzea's people proudly and openly. But this does not mean that we will sever our ties to the Eorzean alliance. On the contrary, The antecedent and I shall endeavor to strengthen them. Rest assured, however, that we shall not permit political considerations to influence our decisions. Our identity remains unchanged, as does our cause. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and our single purpose is to safeguard the future of Eorzea. For Eorzea! A moment of your time, Dahala. I would speak of Elidibus. Pardon the intrusion, my lady, but the matter which bringeth me will admit no delay. Mine every attempt to contact the students of Baldessian hath been met with silence. No one will respond? How odd. Allow me to try. No response. Surely they would not ignore us. They have never yet, my lady. I fear we must assume the worst. No, no. I will not believe it. An outpost, perhaps, but not their headquarters. Their wards are beyond circumvention. Had they come under attack, they would most certainly have raised the alarm. No one could penetrate their sanctum unnoticed. But for those who lack the gift and knowledge both, oh no. Contact their agents in the field at once. If aught has befallen the students of Baldessian, they may know of it. Though the thought of it pains me, until such time as we have evidence to the contrary, we can but assume the worst. Accordingly, we must needs seek another source of information on Elidibus. 'Tis possible that others in the homeland are possessed of such knowledge. Beware fairly warned, however, they are unlike to yield it unconditionally. Do what you must. Yet another unforeseen and unwelcome development. What could be next, I wonder? A visit from a crimson-clad Ascian, perhaps? Or Ochre? Or Puce? And which of our allies will then fall silent? For a time, I thought we had gained the upper hand. When you shattered the crystal darkness and cast out La Hebrea, I dared to hope that we had found a way to rid ourselves of the Ascian menace. But I was wrong. He endured and may yet return. Upon that point, I have no doubt that Elidibus spoke true. Yet there must be a way to destroy them utterly, a way to spare this world of their unholy machinations. I dare not consider the alternative. There are forces at work we do not understand, Dahala. I discern them all around, in disturbances too great and too numerous to be dismissed as mere coincidence. Doubtless the paragons are involved, but how and to what end is far from clear. I know not what will come, but I do know that we will rise and meet it as one. Ah, my stalwart hero, your face is a picture of resolve. I know that you will be ready when the time comes. With luck, however, that will not be for a while yet. Pray return to your private affairs with my blessing. Should anything arise, you will be informed. Krile, where are you? Your intercession was not foretold. You object? We question. Our plans are in motion. Your intentions are unclear. They survived the 7th Ardor and are stronger now with the gift. Does that not intrigue you? No, it does not. Serve as you will. So too shall I. We labor not at cross purposes. The wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time, when the veil is lifted from their eyes. And at long last they see. Ooh! Oh god. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be scary! And this is just adding to my anxiety. Accept already! Thank you! Oh my gosh, this is intimidating. Okay. How do I do this? I know there's a way to do this. Hold on. Alliance. Okay, I'm the tank, but I'm the person at the very back. Awesome possum. How dare I be a new tank and need to do the quest? I know, right? How rude of me indeed. Welcome aboard, no worries. Okay, we have a real reason. Well, at least I have a real reason, right? Yay. Okay, I'm guessing each tank takes a different monster? Okay, I managed to get red. Yay. I think I'm not supposed to stand in that purple stuff. Are we safe now? Okay. No one's yelling at me, so I'm assuming that I'm doing okay. Don't stand in purple shit. Purple shit bad. I am doing this right, I hope. Stay zoomed down. Let's see what the heck we're doing. Okay, now it's just one guy. So... Okay, I don't know what's going on. I literally do not know at all what's going on. I don't even know where the rest of the raid is. What group am I? C. Oh, okay. I can't use those. I can't use those. Okay. Use the teleporter. Okay, that's why they were pulling the dragon away. Okay. Too much going on! Oh, God. Okay. It looks like, at least fortunately, that me being an idiot and not knowing what the hell I'm doing doesn't mean that they're gonna get mad at me. So yay. Okay, so we went to this side, it looks like. I have a blue dot, I go to blue dot. Right? Yes, okay. Looks like I did that right. Go away! Oh god, I'm not even over there. Just that guy? Okay. Very. Okay, so these guys are literally just gonna carry me, I guess. Yay. Okay, so we have, pass. Oh, this is a tanky set. I'll roll on that one. Though it doesn't look like it's an upgrade, so I just hit green. So I probably didn't get it. But that's okay. Alright, 3 more fights or things we need to... Oh, let's jump. Oh, that's handy. This one looks like he doesn't have anybody, so let's hit you. Let's pull him back a little bit further. Come on! Things are. Okay, so I'm doing the right thing keeping them separated. Oh, okay, Okay, good. I did it right. I was paying attention. I figured shit out. Yay! I have a bad feeling that this whole thing is going to be a lot of dungeons, isn't it? This guy's a big old... Find a rock and hide behind it. Okay. rocket beam. Oh, hide behind the rock, hide behind the rock. Okay, I get it now, I get it now. Do I need to separate these guys as well? Oh, no one's saying anything. They did not wait for me. Fair enough. No, I can't see where you are because, I'm not even in the room! Okay, Iron Claws. Guess I don't need to worry about the Iron Claws. Okay. Behind him. Okay, this one is your middle. I did not make it. People leveled up a whole bunch! Okay, we did it? We did it? We're okay? Okay, commendations. Well, let's give it to the healers because they work hard. Pass. 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 We're gonna need on the gladiator stuff because I can use that for, whoops. Okay, rolled on everything. Just need to wait and see if two things are rolled on again. Look at all these people level up. 98, 96, 85, wow, 94. Okay, all the loot has apparently been taken care of, and I think I got, the gauntlets of light. And I got some commendations, even though I absolutely did nothing useful. Ho there, Dahala! very impressive, I must say. Your name shall be writ large in the volumes that are sure to be penned on this historic expedition. The scale of this structure defies comprehension. Someone plainly thought bigger was better. According to the findings of my Baldessian colleagues, the crystal tower was constructed to collect and store the endless energies of the sun, a characteristically ambitious undertaking. Now, what of the tower's inner defenses? Judging by your haggard expression, clearing out the labyrinth was no small feat. A giant of a man wielding a shimmering scimitar, you say? Yes, that will have been Felgion. Felgathon? Not Archeron. Felgathon. He was a hero of the Allegan Revolution. And you gleaned that from what exactly? His choice of weapon? Well, I am a historian, and I have a certain, shall we say, affinity for the lore of the Allegan Empire. It is, of course, all knowledge gleaned from musty scrolls and tomes. The ancient texts claim that the Crystal Tower is defended by the champions of Eld, resurrected and augmented through the Allegan's extraordinary technology. Chief, you need to see this! Well, there it is, the foot of the tower. What surprises do you have in store for us, I wonder? I can't tell you how glad I am to have you with us on this little jaunt, old friend. Had you not beaten a path through that maze, I very much doubt we'd be standing here now. Well, we have much to discuss and digest. Let us retire to St. Colchain's and find, for the present, and there plan our next step. Lest there be any doubt, our expedition has some way to go yet. Okay. Well... Oh, I can't fly here. Alright, Graha. So good of you to join us, Dahala. Our meeting would be dull indeed without a full account of your experiences in the labyrinth. Take a moment to collect yourself, and when you're ready, we shall debate how best to proceed. The Fellowship of Noah being accounted for, it's time this assembly was called to order. Rambros will be presiding over the meeting. If you'd be so kind as to inform him of your readiness to proceed. That was not who I intended to click on. That is. Welcome back, Dahala. I have just been reading about your encounter in the Labyrinth of the Ancients. It pleases me greatly to note that you seem none the worse for the experience. For your reference, I have added my own notes to Graha's preliminary expedition report, and begun compiling a Crystal Tower survey log. The information contained therein will be available to you at all times. Should you have any questions, you need only ask. Now, if there are no objections, I shall begin with a summary of the expedition's key accomplishments. In the course... Oh my brain just went, I don't know what words are. Let me remind it first, real quick. In the course of this, our first foray into the grounds of the Crystal Tower, We have succeeded in neutralizing the structure's outer defenses, before proceeding to secure the maze surrounding the base of the spire. According to Dahala's account, the labyrinth's defenses were most emphatically active. Disturbingly, her report also mentions a violent encounter with a sentry heavily augmented by Allagan technology. In short, our misgivings were well founded. The Crystal Tower was not simply thrust above the ground by the chaotic shifting of the earth. It has somehow been reawoken. If, as seems increasingly likely, the tower's secrets should prove too dangerous to share with the world, we will have no choice but to contain them. Short of leveling the place, this will most certainly involve returning its mechanisms to a state of dormancy. To do that, however, we will first need to address the question of how they work, the answer to which must surely be waiting for us inside the tower itself. In conclusion, that is where we must go. A task rather easier said than done, if the perils of the labyrinth are any indication. Then I move that all further exploration of the tower be delayed until such time as an exhaustive analysis of the structure's defenses has been completed. Master Garland, may I entrust this task to you? It would be my pleasure. Don't forget about us! It's like you said, Chief. We founded the Ironworks to make sure that technology was used for the right reasons, and that means making sure it's not used for the wrong ones. We wouldn't be doing our jobs if we didn't see this through to the end. Lads, well, I hope you're ready for some back-breaking chores. Well, everything seems to be in hand here, so I shall take my leave of you for the present. If I am to witness this valiant tale unfold with mine own eyes, I must needs hone my martial skills ere we ascend the spire. You'll do nothing of the sort, Graha. Your knowledge may prove useful to Master Garland's investigation. As an observer, I'm not, strictly speaking, subject to your authority. Pray do not mistake my intent, Dahala. I am well aware that I shall never be a match for one with your innate talents, however hard I train. Be that as it may, pray do not allow your skills to rest from disuse during the coming pause. We will need you fighting fit if our subsequent forays are to prove as productive as this one. Mark me, we have not yet caught more than the briefest glimpse of what time has obscured. Soon, however, we shall cast off the veil and gaze upon the glory of the Allagan Empire. And with that encouraging thought in mind, it is time to bring this assembly to a close. Let us all focus on the tasks at hand, that our next expedition may begin all the sooner. Meeting adjourned. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Nero. Such a terrible mess. Yet it does leave the door wide open, so to speak. One cannot help but be impressed. I'm beginning to understand the reliance you place on adventurers, old friend. So, this is the legacy of the Allagan Empire left behind. If my readings are correct, the energy source waiting atop the tower is a match for even the Ultima weapon. Nay, more than a match. A new toy for me to play with. It is Nero! I believed the fates had conspired to deny me my just rewards once again. But it seemed they had a greater destiny in mind for me. And so long as my ambition burns, I shall strive to seize it. The dream lives on, Sid. Don't disappoint me. I just knew it was him. I'm pretty sure everybody else was like, duh, it was so goddamn obvious. Why are you excited? But I like being right. Ah! 'Tis you, my friend. You are doubtless eager to hear of our progress on the Crystal Tower. Excellent. I'd be disappointed to hear otherwise. Of course, disappointed is the word of the day, I fear. I'm ashamed to say there is nothing worthwhile to report. The suns continue to probe the labyrinth of the ancients, and every day brings new discoveries. Alas, the same cannot be said of the Crystal Tower proper. We've not been able to set so much as a single foot inside of it. You will recall how the 8th Sentinel stood between us and the labyrinth initially. In like manner, the entryway into the principal spire, the Circus Tower, the Alligans used to call it, is also protected by technology far more advanced than our own. Sid and I have tried every trick we know, but without any success. Frankly speaking, we are at a loss. It is discouraging, but we cannot give up. There must be a way in. And so the situation stands, my friend. Until we gain entry into the tower, I fear your talent shan't avail us. It will require time that I am loath to waste, but I have a mind to set my people to scouring such ancient texts as we have on hand. Perhaps we can be of assistance. And you are? Be at ease, friends. We share the self-same goal. I am Une, and my companion is called Daga. We are scholars of the Allagan civilization, sent by the students of Beldessian to assist in your endeavors. Une and Doga? Rather unusual names for this day and age. I might be forgiven for observing, but I digress. You claim to be here at the students' behest, but we have received nary a word of your coming. I am sure you will not take it amiss if we seem somewhat doubtful. We can only assume that the message failed to reach you due to some mishap. I assure you that we are here to help. What is it, Graha? It's nothing. There was a pain, but it has subsided. Well, well, this is rather unexpected. Your right eye is the same as ours. The same? You have the Allagan eye as well? This sanguine hue is said to be a trait unique to the Allagans, yet I inherited it from my father, as he did from his. Only one child in a single generation is born with the eye. All my life I've sought to learn the truth of this manifestation. If there's aught you know, I implore you, tell me. My deepest apologies, but we have no answers for you. Only one thing is certain. Those who possess that trait are bound by fate to Alec. As your eye is placed upon you the path you walk, so too have we come here to fulfill our destiny. Absurd though it may sound, it is the truth. It seems to me we have naught to lose by accepting their aid. What say you? If it is your wish, then so be it. Yet know that I still mean to verify your story with the students of Beldessian when I am able. I trust there will be no objections. Very well. As of this moment, I name Une and Doga advisory members of NOAA. Without further ado, let us have them examine the Circus Tower entrance. I promise you'll not have cause to regret your decision. Dahala, I should be much obliged if you were to accompany our new friends to the tower. Biggs and Wedge are presently surveying the 8 sentinels, The two of them can show you the way. Upon arrival, pray report to Master Garland. He will brief you on the situation. I shall join you, Dahala. With Une and Daga's knowledge, along with your uncanny knack for setting events in motion, I am hopeful that we will finally see progress. That was also bad attempt. Ah, another spam bot. Hello, spam bot. Thank you for joining the channel and visiting for at least a little while. Alright. Hiya, boyos! Well, if it isn't Dahala! Eager to enter Cypress Tower and kill everything in sight, no doubt. As I'm sure you've already heard, though, the place is locked up tight as a clam. New friends from the students, you say? Excellent! It's been slow going, or rather, no going, for the chief. He'd appreciate the help. If you just follow me, I'll take you to him. Ah, some old faces to lift the spirit, and a couple of new ones besides. Allow me to introduce Une and Doga. They are scholars of ancient Alig, sent here by our friends of Baldessian to aid in the investigation. We understand you're having trouble circumventing the tower's defenses. 'Tis our hope that we can be of some small assistance. If your tires ought to go by, your assistance should prove invaluable indeed. To begin with, let me tell you where we stand. Beyond rises Cypress Tower, the principal spire of the structure collectively known as the Crystal Tower. The only way to get inside is through the proverbial front door, the imposing gate you see here. The problem is we can't get it open. It's sealed by some mechanisms whose workings are an utter mystery to us. Having had no success via more orthodox methods, I went at it with everything from a pickaxe to a Magitech cannon. Nothing so much as put a scratch on it. For a blessing, the gate doesn't try to reduce us to ashes like the 8 Sentinels. But that doesn't make it any less effective of a security measure. It's fiendishly frustrating in its simplicity. The only clue we have is the elaborate device carved upon it. A man and a woman, respectant, Allegan royalty by my judgment. Precisely who these individuals were, we cannot say, nor do we know whether the device actually serves a purpose. Like as not, it is purely decorative. If you're thinking to force it, save your strength. It's no use. Just ask the calluses on my hands. Rest assured, we do not mean to waste our strength. Indeed, why should we exert ourselves when the gate will open of its own accord? I don't think any of us expected that to happen. 7 hells. What is this? What did you do? What are you? Piercing the heavens and gathering the light, a symbol of mankind's glory and might. Its virtues guarded by gates impregnable, only those of royal blood answerable. Exactly what passed down through legend, I'm delighted to see. Beg pardons for interrupting your bewilderment. I couldn't help but notice the remarkable playthings that you have acquired. Nero, you're still alive? Garland, if I didn't know better, I'd say you weren't happy to see me. Ah, but I jest. In light of our recent meetings, you have every right to be wary. But rest assured, I am no longer a threat to you. My legion is all for intents and purposes defunct, and my association with them means it's a tight noose that awaits me back in Garlemald. So I've been roaming this land d'Orzia, a regular itinerant. In the course of my wanderings, I chanced to catch wind of your latest venture. It sounded positively fascinating, so I decided to come here and join you. After the wrongs you've committed, you think us that gullible? If you are suspicious of my intent, 'tis only my just deserts. But I am determined to make amends. As a gesture of goodwill, I will share with you what I know, starting with these 2 odd characters. As you are doubtless already aware, the Crystal Tower was the symbol of ancient Aleg's might and prosperity. Entry was permitted only to royalty and a very select few individuals. According to the records I have unearthed, only royal blood can open the gate. In other words, the Emperor and his progeny were living keys. You mean to say that these 2 are descended from Allegan royalty? Oh, I suggest nothing so glamorous. To put it plain, they are imitations of royalty. Living keys born of Allegan ingenuity. Clones, I believe, is the name your creators gave your kind. Is that not so? 'Twould seem that the time for concealment is past. Pray accept our apologies. 'Tis not our intent to deceive. We simply wished to avoid causing undue alarm by prematurely making what many would consider deranged claims. If it please you, let us return to the 8th Sentinels. There is much and more to tell. Very well. Seven hells, do you seriously mean to follow us around? Come, Garland. You know me better than to think that I spoke in jest. What more will it take for us to be reconciled? A gift, perhaps? An Allegan tombstone. It holds the information I just shared with you. And a deal more besides. It used to be the jealously guarded property of the 6th Legion, or is that 7th Legion? 4th? No. 14th Legion. But it's yours now. I wish you the joy of it. I look forward to working together, old friend. If you're ready to listen, we shall tell you all. As it pertains closely to your investigation, your leader, Rambros, may wish to be present. Before we begin, pray allow me to apologize again. It was not our intent to deceive you. As you will have already gathered, we are not scholars sent by the students of Baldessian. Nay, we are clones, copies of people who once existed, given life through Allegan technology. This is rather a lot to take in. It would not be considered unseemly. Might I ask why you and yours were created, and more specifically, what it is that you now seek to do? Answering your questions requires we revisit Allegan history. Pray, bear with us. The Allegan Empire reached its zenith long before our kind came into being. In that glorious age, the Crystal Tower stood tall as a symbol of Allegan pride. Parents took their children there that they might learn how the nigh limitless energy it produced brought prosperity to the whole empire. That prosperity, however, bred decadence, and the empire began to show signs of stagnation. This decline was made all the more rapid for want of strong leadership. In a matter of generations, the Allegan civilization became a pale shadow of its former self. Its once gleaming cities fell into disrepair, and its frontier lands were given over to the wilderness. Lamenting the pitiful state of its affairs, one technologist made it his mission to restore Alleg to greatness. Amon was his name, and he believed that the ailing empire wanted for but a potent ruler, and none was more potent than its founding father, whom he sought to resurrect. The founding father? You cannot mean Emperor Zande. None other. As part of his experiments, Amon created clones of the Emperor's descendants. We are the products of that experiment, copies of Une and Doga. Historical texts mention the reigns of two Allegan empires named Zande. It was commonly believed that the second was the namesake of the first. After all, such a custom is not uncommon amongst royalty and commoners alike, to think that the two were in fact one and the same. Aye, Zande returned from the grave and assumed his throne once more, and true to Amon's prediction, the Emperor restored his realm to the glory that it once knew. Would that he could have been satisfied with that. In his previous life, the Emperor desired to bring the entire world under Allegan dominion, an ambition that ultimately went unfulfilled. Having been granted a second chance, he was determined to succeed. Realizing that he needed more power to wage his war of conquest, Zande turned his sights towards a forbidden source, darkness. In order to learn how to harness this power, he converted the Crystal Tower into a restricted research facility. Darkness again? Seven hells! What is it with megalomaniacal rulers turning to darkness in their lust for power? Well, at least this one won't be bothering us, being thousands of years dead and all. Would that you were right, Master. Alas, Emperor Xande is very much alive. Within Cyprus Tower, he still abides, his ambition burning all the more ardently for his empire's collapse. Wielding the power of darkness requires prodigious amounts of energy that not even the Crystal Tower could produce. In order to augment that shortfall, Dalamund was created and launched into the heavens. On high, it hung, gathering the sun's energy and channeling it to the tower below. However, a miscalculation resulted in a surge of energy that escaped into the land. This triggered an earthquake of unprecedented violence, the calamity that ushered the Fourth Umbral Era. In the blink of an eye, the mighty Allegan Empire was laid to waste. Yet even as the Crystal Tower was sinking into the earth, the technologist Amon, now Emperor Xande's closest aide, invoked powerful magics and halted the flow of time. Every soul within the structure, the Emperor included, was placed into a deep slumber. In that state, they were to remain until the time was ripe to awaken. Eras came and went. After millennia lying dormant, Dalmund was summoned back to the earth. Its descent triggered the Seventh Umbral Calamity, in the wake of which the tower re-emerged. At that moment, Emperor Xande awakened. In his lust for power, the Emperor consorted with darkness, and was seduced by its corrupting influence. Even though his empire is now little more than a fading memory, he will stop at nothing to see his ambitions realized. "'Tis for no other purpose but to put an end to Xande's madness that we exist. This is the mantle we have inherited from our namesakes, the true Une and Doga." Fearing what might befall the world, the two of them sought to thwart their emperor. They gave unto us their will, that we might carry on the mission should they fail. When we came to our senses within the Crystal Tower, we deliberated a course of action. Concluding that we alone could not overcome Xande, we struck out to find a worthy ally. It has taken years, but our search is finally over. 'Tis no ordinary woman who can cut a path through the labyrinth of the ancients. With you as our champion, Dahala Silverlight, we are confident that we can end Xande's dark ambition once and for all. Well, that'll teach me for speaking too soon. Setting my Chanrin aside, I see now why you knew about the students of Eldestine among a host of other things. You were observing our investigation the whole time. So what will we do, Dahala? The world's in grave danger again, and just so happens, you're an expert at saving it. You have our eternal gratitude. Together, let us see the Allegan Empire's dark past laid to rest. It has been our mission to recover the long-lost knowledge of Allegan civilization, but what worth is that knowledge if it means subjecting the realm to peril? Truth be told, it pains me to think that the tower's secrets may become lost to us, but the greater good must ever come first. Besides, no quantity of ancient relics can compare to our friends Une and Doga, living, breathing Allegans. And so I hereby declare a change in Noah's objective. Henceforth, we shall direct all efforts towards sealing off Cyprus Tower. Its dark secrets must never know the light of day. Dahala, as you did for us within the Labyrinth of the Ancients. I would have you enter the structure and eliminate hostile elements. Suffice to... Excuse me, goodness, I'm getting hiccups. Suffice to say, this includes Emperor XIV himself. Meanwhile, the rest of us shall examine ways to isolate Cypress Tower from the outside world. To work, then! Wait. There's something I must know. My right eye is like yours. Does this mean... You inherited the trait from your father, you said. Know that clones are unable to bear offspring. You have no cause for concern. The elegant eye, as you called it. But to us, it is the royal eye, owing to the fact that the trait manifested only in those possessing royal blood. I cannot well explain why the eye runs in your bloodline, but I am disinclined to think it is a coincidence. Though you are doubtless impatient to learn the truth, pray have patience. All will be revealed in due time. From one cutscene to the next. My apologies if I've given you cause to worry. I am quite well, I assure you. As you can appreciate, there has been much for me to think on. But now is the time for action, not idle thoughts. Cypress Tower awaits us. Your task is to eliminate all hostile elements within the structure, Xande himself included. This will afford us the chance to seal off the facility. May the crystal grant you strength. Okay, another raid has been made available, but I don't think I have quite enough time to complete it. So I'm actually going to end it early today. Just a little bit. And we will jump right back into finishing up this storyline and the raid next week. Sorry. Anyway, I hope that you guys have a great week. I'll see you next week. And I hope you had a lot of fun hanging out with me today, because I sure had fun. So I'll see you later.